Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to hype your girl. Swipe that comment section and send your girl some hypes. That's if y'all got any hypes left. Hype me, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at Lifewithsymone. Follow my business pages at Brishari and my hair page that will be coming soon at Salir. It is up, so follow it too. Y'all, I'm super excited. I just want to address the elephant in the room. Your girl gave up on Vlogtober. And the reason why I did is because the views was not adding up to the amount of work I was putting in. I said, you know what? I'm not about to be doing above and beyond for the same amount of no. So I gave up, but I'm still gonna post, of course. But let me go ahead and pull up my spotlight of the week, because I have not did that in a minute. So we have Oh That's Sarah, Princess Symone, Genevia Henry, DQ Tiny, and Symone Tania. Y'all, thank you guys so much for being my top commenters of the week. I love y'all so much. I feel like it was something else I was supposed to say to y'all, but now that I'm recording, I can't remember. So maybe I'll remember halfway through or something. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. But let's get straight into this story. So y'all, this story is about Brittany is in this story, Toxic in this story. But yeah, let's get into it. So if you're new here, these are all made up names. Okay, so me and Toxic was at my grandma's house. We was chilling. We was doing a whole bunch of stuff. She had spent the night at my house. It was like the summertime or whatever. So we just having a ball. Her mom was letting her stay the night because if y'all know, Toxic had a strict parent. So her mom was letting her stay the night. So on this particular night, we was in the house. We on Uvu, posting on Facebook like who want to get on Uvu. We in different chat rooms on Uvu with different ninjas and stuff like that. Just having fun, listening to music and vibing. So on this night, this is when we made this YouTube video that's on YouTube that I'm so mad because I don't have access to that account. And I want to take it down. It's so fucking cringe, but y'all will never find it no way, so it really don't matter. But anyway, so on this night we ended up making a video because I used to be like, oh, I want to post on YouTube. So we made one video that I want to take down of a few more. But anyway, I had posted on my YouTube account, and yeah, so at this point I had put it on Facebook like, go look at our video or whatever, right? So Brittany ended up hitting me up. She started calling me on Uvo immediately. So I'm answering, and it's her in a group chat with a whole bunch of other random ass people she had added me in. So I'm like, what's up, girl? Like, what you doing or whatever? So she was like, what you in? Like, okay, Toxic is not her real name, of course, but she will always mess up on Toxic name on purpose. So like, say if her name was really Toxic, like she'll call her shit like, what you and Toto doing? Or what you and Toenail? Like, just say stupid shit. So she was like, what you and Toto doing? And I'm like, but she would say some like names that would like irritate her bad. It wasn't like cute little nicknames. It was like, bitch, what? So anyway, so she like, what you and like what y'all doing or whatever. So I'm like, we just chilling or whatever. She's like, I see y'all little video, and she started dying laughing. She's like, y'all look a damn mess. So I'm like, girl, what the f do you want? Because mind you call me and you in a group chat with random people, so they laughing. It's one dude, he's sitting in the camera like this. Like, why are you so focused? So they just like kind of laughing or whatever. So somebody was like, I want to see the video. So I'm like, girl, you a hater. You a weird ass hater. Blah, 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 blah. So she's like, no, okay, don't hang up. Because I was like, I'm about to hang up. She was like, don't hang up. I wanted to ask y'all if y'all want to go to a party with me tomorrow. So I'm like, who party is it? All you had to say was partying, baby. I'm there. I'm like, who party is it? So she was like, it's somebody's party. I forgot. So it wasn't at Club Heat or nothing like that. It wasn't like a shake that ass for the summer or it's hot, bounce that ass in the heat. It wasn't one of those. So I'm like, okay, who party is? She told me like it was somebody's house party or whatever like that. So I'm like, okay, bet. Like, I'm down. How we get in there? Like, I need to know everything. Is we catching a bus? What time should we be meeting up with you? What's everything? So she was like, we gonna ride. We gonna get a ride. She was like, girl, my dad said he'll pick us up and take us. She was like, y'all can stay the night at my dad's house and all that. Like, I'll have him come pick you up. Like, he said it's good. So I'm like, for real? She like, yes. I'm like, bet. I'm happy because y'all know we be stranded. We be not having a way. So she said that her dad was gonna pick us up and take us. Toxic was already gonna be at my house for like 2 more days. So we was good. We didn't need to find a lie to tell her mama. We didn't have to lie and say we was gonna go dance at the Mexico Plaza late night. We didn't have to go lie and say nothing because we already had it down packed. So it was like, cool. So now let's fast forward to the next day, right? It's the next day. Brittany hitting me up, telling me to get ready, like her dad about to come get me, and then all this other stuff like that. So we got ready, like not ready to go to the party, but like our stuff packed or whatever. Time is going by. I'm like, Brittany, where your dad at? Like, where y'all at? When y'all coming to get me? Like, I'm sitting around. My grandma done went and got food. I asked me if I wanted something. I said no, I'll be gone by the time we come back. Now I'm sitting here starving, looking like a damn fool. So I'm like, where y'all at? So she ended up telling me like her dad had business that ran over a little later. So she was like, he gonna come get me when it's time to go to the party. He gonna just drop us off. Like, he just gonna do it like that. That was cool with me anyway, because too much time with Brittany, we gonna get into it because she's messy as fuck. Her name probably should have been toxic. She's messy as fuck. She likes to start drama. She likes to get under people's skin. She just likes to do like a lot of annoying ass shit. So I was like, yeah, good, because we didn't need to be around her that long. And then plus she will always start stuff with toxic, like all the time, and never fail. She always starting stuff with this girl. At this point, I ended up posting on Facebook like, who trying to link, like I'm posting on Facebook like, who trying to see me tonight? I'm outside. Y'all just doing the most. So I had posted her or whatever, and this one boy, we'll give him a name. He played a part in my life, but we'll give him a name. Let's just call him Paris. And I'm only saying that because I'm looking at this little book right here. So we're gonna call him Paris or whatever. So it was this boy named Paris, and Paris kind of was cool, but we'd be bumping heads a lot. Like, this was the only time I ever talked to somebody that was the same sign as me. And I don't know, I don't really do the sign things, but I ain't never talked to another Scorpio man again. I don't know, we used to just bump heads a lot. He used to really just get on my nerves because Paris used to like to try to play in my face a lot. So anyway, so he hitting me up like, who party? Like, what party you finna be at? Like, you ain't finna be at no party, da 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 da, la 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 la, all this other bullshit. I don't know who he thought he was talking to. We would have like a fake relationship on the internet, but at this point, me and him only probably seen each other once. And we was never in a relationship. I don't know, he was just weird. So he like, you ain't finna be at no party. Like, who party you going to? So I'm telling him like, oh, I don't know who party it is. And he like, oh, okay, because me and my homeboys pulling up to whatever. It was like some other little place or whatever. So I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to that. I'm going to something else. So he like, who you going with? So I'm telling him I'm going with Brittany. At this point, Brittany had a lot of drama in the streets. Like, she was always getting into it with a lot of people. So when I was like, I'm going with Brittany, he was like, oh no, I hate that, but you ain't going nowhere with her. So I'm like, boy, who the fuck is you talking to? At this point, me and him going back and forth. He like, nah, you ain't going nowhere with Brittany, da 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 da. Oh, that's why you trying to be weird. You're not trying to tell me where y'all going. All this other stuff, just trying to like do the most. But it's like, boy, like, I'm not paying him no mind, right? So after that, fast forward, Brittany ended up hitting me up and was like, her and her dad is on the way. Just the reason why I mentioned the situation with Paris, keep that in mind, right? So she ended up hitting me up and she was like, her dad and her is on the way. So I'm excited. Me and Toxic already done practice twerking in the mirror. We already practice trying to whine and like just do all type of stuff like that. I don't even know why I used to try so hard to, you know, when people used to do tick, like with their hips, like tick, tick, tick. Like, I used to try so hard to like get that down pat. I don't even think that was a thing anymore at this point, but I just want to be so different so bad. So me and her, we practicing everything. We practicing slow dancing on the floor. We just practice everything. So I'm like, I'm good for the party. Like, we thinking we just about to have it all. We about to be lit. So anyway, Brittany ended up telling me like her dad outside. So we walk outside. I'm like, oh, we finna be looking fly. Her daddy had a fly ass S550. Her daddy had that money. So he coming through with a nice car. I'm thinking like, yeah, we finna not pull up on the bus today. We about to pull up in something nice. Once we hop in the car, I'm like, hey, like to her dad, because I already knew her dad. I'm like, hey, he's like, what's up, Symone? Oh my God, you got so big. Oh my God, I ain't seen you in a minute. Da 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 da, the whole little spiel. I'm like, yeah, this is my friend Toxic. He like, nice to meet you. Okay, so y'all, everybody parents know where y'all going tonight? So we like, yeah. He like, okay, cool. Y'all about to have y'all a good time. So he asking. So at this point, Brittany turned around in the front seat and she just like hitting my leg and she just smiling. I'm like, yeah, like excited. So we driving. He kept looking. I kept noticing he'll look over at Brittany and he'll look at us through the rearview mirror. So at this point, I'm like, dang, I ain't seen Brittany daddy in a while. But he kind of giving weird vibes right now. I ain't even gonna hold you because what the fuck you keep looking at us for, right? So at this point, we driving. Brittany never told me who party it was. She told me where it was at, but she didn't tell me who it was. So I really don't even know who party this shit was. And in my eyes, I should have took that as a red flag because Brittany would know if I had beef with somebody and stuff like that. And she'll do weird shit, like won't tell you, and then next thing you know, it'd be like, "Ho, why you got me at this child's?" So anyway, he driving, and it kind of started making my suspicion a little even more weird because he looking over at Brittany and he looking over at us in the review, and I'm just thinking like, what the fuck her daddy up to? So at this point, I'm looking out the window because I was like, I don't know, when I'm in a car with people, I really just be like peeping the scene for real because I be like, I don't know. He driving and he kept looking and I started looking out the window and I'm noticing, I'm like, wait, let me go look at the messages and see where Brittany said this party was, because this don't look like it's nowhere near that. So I look up, I'm trying to find the messages in the phone. Brittany in her phone, Toxic in her phone, nobody paying attention. So I realized, and I was like, wait a second. This ain't nowhere near, this ain't nowhere near where we supposed to be going. So I ended up was thinking in my head like, how can I say this? Like, how can I mention it in a way to where it's not like weird? I didn't want to just say like, Brittany, Daddy, where the fuck you taking us? But I was just thinking like, damn, what's a way I could mention it? So I'm like, Brittany, mind you, we had to been driving for like 5-10 minutes before I even said anything. Every time I tried to talk, it was like, I couldn't say nothing. So I'm like, Brittany, and she was like, yeah, what's up? So I'm like, oh, can you tell me where the address for the party is? I'm like, because my mom want me to let her know. I just lied and said that, right? So she was like, okay, it's on. And she's like, reading it to me. She's like, I thought I texted to you already. Like, I'm like, no, I don't think I got it. Like, I don't see it. So she's like, okay, it's on such and such, such and such. So I was like, oh, okay. And then she looked up and she was like, she looked up and she looked around and then she looked back at me and she was like, wait, where are we going? Because y'all, where are we going? She's like, where are we going? So at this point, her dad just like stared over at her and then he kept driving. So I'm like, what the fuck? At this point, I'm thinking like, oh, hell no. Mind you, Toxic so non-observant. This is her. Still just in her phone. And I'm like, oh my God, why it had to take me to be the one to notice this shit? So anyway, so she was like, where we going? So finally she turned down the music. She like, Dad, she turned down all the way completely because it was still up a little bit. So she turned around completely and she was like, Dad, where are we going? The party is on such and such. Like, did you not get the address? So he was like, oh yeah. I got to pick up something from your uncle real quick. So I'm just going over there and I'm going to take y'all. So she was like, okay, dang, like you should have said that. At least you could have took us first. Like you literally passed where we was going to come way over here. She was like, but it's cool. It's still early anyway. He was like, yeah, y'all ain't trying to be the only one there, right? Like y'all gonna be the first ones at the party. Y'all lame, da da da. He just laughing and stuff. So I'm like, okay, all right. I feel a little better because at this point I had to probably text around and ask like, hey, is Brittany Daddy cool? Because it's weird. Okay, so anyway, we finally pulled up to her uncle's house or whatever. And he got out the car and he was like, all right, I'll be right back. And he had the keys. He left the keys in the car because he was leaving the air on. The next thing you know, he came back to the car and took the keys. But how he did it, he looked at all of us. Weird look, y'all. He was not weird like that, but like suspicious. He looked at all of us. He grabbed the keys and was like, I'll be right back. And left and went in the house. So at this point, I'm like, Brittany, dang, like, what time is the party over? Like, is he going to be tripping to let us be out that late? Because, I mean, he kind of got us on BS. The party probably started at like 8:30. Let's say the party started like 8 o'clock. At this point, it's like 9 something. We could have been at the party. We's not grown adults and need to get there at 11. We want to be there all the time of the party, the whole time. So she was just like, I don't know, like that irritated me. I didn't know he was even finna do all that. Like, my bad. She's like, but girl, I'm super excited. Da da da. We talking. She gonna say, yeah. So I was talking to one of your friends. So I'm like, who's my friend? She's like, girl, your friend. And your friend said they're gonna be at the party, but you'll see. I'm not gonna say nothing else. So I'm like, who? So she's like, I'm gonna tell you. Like, you'll see when we get to the party. It's a surprise. So I'm like, girl, it better not be Joe, because at this point, me and Joe was not on the best terms. So I'm like, it better not be Joe. She's like, girl, no, it's not Joe. Like, it's not, it's somebody else. But you gonna see when we get there. So already I'm annoyed. I'm already in my head a lot. She talking to me and her Toxic is kind of talking, like laughing about stuff, but I'm in my head so much. I'm like, first her weird ass daddy doing some weird shit, and now she trying to tell me she got surprises for me at this damn party. Like, I don't know what the going on. This hoe is weird. So we just sitting there. It took her dad like probably a good 40 minutes before he came back outside. She was honking the horn because she was like, what the fuck? She tried to call me, he not answering the phone. She honking the horn for him to come outside. I don't know why she didn't just go in, because it's her uncle's house. This man took forever. She's holding on the horn and all that. I'm like, girl, the fuck? You kind of disrespectful. So finally, when this man come outside, he's like, all right, let's go. So we start driving. He goes straight to the freeway. The freeway, mind you, the side of town we was on, yeah, the freeway could have got us there, but the streets, we already on this side, so to go way down to the 110 and then have to get off and then go back down, it would have just made more sense to take the streets. So this man go to the 110 freeway, and Brittany like, why you didn't just take the streets? He like, because freeway faster. Like, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm grown, I know what I'm doing. So we start driving, y'all. We passed by the exit we would have got off on. So I end up messaging Brittany because I'm thinking like, ain't nobody paying attention to this shit but me. But I keep noticing this nigga. He keep looking. So I'm like, Brittany, like I texted her. I was like, we passed the exit. So she was like, wait. She turned the music down. She's like, you passed the exit. Mind you, when we passed the exit, why this hoe gonna go leaned over to the driver's seat and start kind of trying to pull the steering wheel. It was like, you passed the exit. So he must have swerved back. He said, Brittany, don't ever do no stupid ass shit like that again. So she was like, you passed the exit? Like, what are you doing? We already late. Like, what are you doing? Why this man gonna say, y'all just want to have a party at the house? Like, y'all could just kick it at the house. I'll order y'all some pizza. Y'all can invite some more of y'all friends over and just have fun. Y'all don't even need to go to the party anyway. At this point, I'm like, oh no, this nigga did it. I could have been at home on Uvu, or I could have just let my grandma, or I could have caught the bus to another damn party. What? I'm irritated. So she was like, no, we want to go to this party, so go take us to the party. So he was like, Brittany, I don't know. I don't really like you going to parties. Like, your mama be letting you do all that partying, and you too young to be just partying every weekend. Like, no, I don't like all that partying. We just gonna go to the house. Y'all can order pizza. We go to the movies. Y'all want to see a movie? Symone, what movie you want to see? I'm like, I wanted to go to the party. So he like, why y'all want to party so much? Y'all party when y'all get older. You act just like your mama, Symone. She liked to party too. I remember all the time she used to like to party. Your mama too, Brittany. She just like to party. And I'm just like, so Brittany, like, I don't care. Just take us to the party. Like, you said you was gonna take us. She's like, why would you make me pick these people up? That's the only reason why they here. They want to go to a party. So he was like, so that's messed up. Only time they want to hang out with you is to party. Y'all, I'm thinking like, what the fuck is this man's problem? So she's like, just take us to the party. At this point, Toxic, she's still in her phone, but she'll just look up occasionally. I'm thinking like, ho, I need you to be more on it. So anyway, she like, why you don't want us to go to the party? Like, what's the problem? He was like, because he was like, it's just too much going on. It's too much going on. My boy said that it's too many people getting glizzy down. He was like, and they happen at these parties. I don't want y'all at the parties. Like, no, I just don't want y'all there. I'm sorry, but I'm not taking y'all to the party. And I don't think y'all should go. And y'all parents will be understanding of that. So I'm like, dang, we really wanted to go to that party. Because at this point, I'm irritated as fuck. I'm so annoyed. So I'm like, we really want to go. This man gonna say, y'all heard about the Boston Massacre? I said, what? So when he said that, I was like, what? And he was like, the Boston Massacre. Have y'all heard about that? So Brittany started dying laughing. She said, I know you're not playing with me right now. I know you're not playing with me right now. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but take us to the party. So I was like, what? Like, I had to say what again, because I'm like, I'm confused. I know I didn't just hear what he just said. So he like, the Boston Massacre. I'm like, something that happened like hundreds of years ago. So Brittany just dying laughing, and she was like, take me to the party. Like, you doing too much. Take me to the party. Like, this, we ain't even in Boston. What the fuck is you even talking about? She talking to her daddy crazy. So he gonna say, well, y'all heard about the Broadway Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I don't give a damn. It be massacres, and y'all not going to the damn party. So I'm like, I know this nigga just named some event. I know this nigga did not just name some events that didn't even happen here. And it happened. What the fuck is you even talking about? So I'm like, Brittany did not tell me her daddy was on that shit. Because clearly he fucking doing the product he's selling. Because what is you talking about? So he was just like, yeah, I don't care. Y'all not going, da-da-da-da-da, all this other stuff like that. So Brittany was like, man, take me to the party. She literally socked her hand and was like, take me to the party. So he was like, who the fuck is you talking to? You might do that shit at your mama's house, but you ain't doing that shit at my house. Da, 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 da. So she talking shit. He's like, yeah, you know what? That mouth is going to get you slapped. You're not going to no damn party. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, Symone and friends. But friends, it's just one girl back here with me. He's like, sorry, Symone and friends, but y'all ain't going to no damn party. Like, ain't nobody going to no party. No. Because I'm tell you, y'all want to sit here and laugh, but you know how many people was unalived? He didn't say unalived, but y'all know. He's like, y'all know how many people was unalived in that damn Boston Massacre and the Broadway Massacre? So when he said Broadway, I'm thinking about like on the street Broadway. So I'm thinking, I said, when did the Broadway one even happen? He was like, well, it doesn't even matter when it happened. He was like, maybe in the 50s or 60s. I don't know, maybe in the 70s or something like that. Nigga, we are in the 2000s. So I'm just like, something that happened so long ago? He said, it could happen tonight too. Like, y'all making it seem like stuff just can't happen. History repeats itself. Look it up. Look it up. History repeats itself. In the Chainsaw Massacre? What? And he was like, yeah. And remember when all them people was at that party in Texas and that man came with that chainsaw? So I'm like, that's not even what happened, y'all. At this point, I'm dying laughing, but I'm annoyed because I said, I know, ain't no fucking way. I'm like, that ain't even what happened. He like, I don't care what happened. It happened. Y'all not watching the news. I watch the news every day. And every day I watch the news, I'm seeing what's going on at these parties. And it's happening every day. Y'all not going to the party. I just don't feel comfortable. It's not about to be in my blood on my hands. It's not about to be blood on my hands. So Brittany was like, it's blood on your hands every day. With the life you live, with the job you got. So he was like, Brittany, watch your motherfucking mouth in this car before I turn around and take Symone and friends home. So she was just like, oh my God, you so annoying. Da 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 da. He like, Brittany, I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. Da 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 da. He just talking shit. I'm annoyed at this point. I'm thinking like, Brittany, yes, keep cussing your daddy out so he could take me home. Cause I'm not trying to be sitting up in the house while he talks to me about fucking fake ass stories that he just made up in his damn head and order pizza. No. So anyway, I guess Brittany's talking, they going back and forth. It's annoying. At this point, y'all, Toxic leaned over into me and she was like, we not going to the party no more. Toxic, where was you at this whole conversation? Because we damn near to these people's house now. He ended up finally getting off the freeway. I don't even know why he even went a whole detour. Like, he went in a way where it didn't even make sense. Like, you passed your own damn house up. So we end up getting off the freeway or whatever, and we finally get to their house. We so annoyed. Like, we're annoyed. We getting our stuff and going in the house. I'm irritated. And he was like, I'm going to order y'all a pizza. Don't worry about it. Like, if y'all want to go to the movies, let me know. Anything y'all want to order, we go to the mall tomorrow. I could buy y'all some shoes. But when he said it, y'all, the way he, like, looked us up and down, like, the way he looked me and Toxic up and down, like y'all need it. He was like, I could buy y'all some shoes. He was like, but yeah, I'm sorry, I just couldn't let that be on my hands, like blood on my hands. So Brittany, like, all of a sudden he care about motherfuckers being unalived, but she said the other words. So, and then we walked away, we went in her room. Y'all, when I tell y'all we was so fucking irritated, I was like, yo, daddy is so fucking annoying. Like, he's so fucking stupid. Like, his ass is dumb. She just like, yeah, I'm so tired of his stupid ass. Like, da-da-da-da. We just really in the room talking so much shit about this man. Like, we ain't in his house. So he finally, his girlfriend ended up coming and knocking on the door. She was like, we ordered some pizzas, but gonna get here in a little bit. So Brittany was like, can you please tell him to let us go? Like, he really wasted our time. He's so fucking annoying. She was like, well, just have something in the house and see how he feels tomorrow. So Brittany, like, the party is tonight because I'm not understanding what y'all getting out of this. She's like, well, just invite your friends over. Just tell the people that's at the party they could come here and eat pizza. At this point, y'all, I'm sitting here like this. I'm so irritated. I'm putting on Facebook like I'm so fucking annoyed. Brittany's dumbass daddy, y'all. Y'all. The way I used to be so unfiltered. So I'm over here putting up Facebook like, Brittany's dumbass daddy ruined our whole damn night. He's so fucking annoying. I hate his stupid ass. Da-da-da-da-da. You know, I'm just annoyed. And she not making it no better with her talking about some tell the people to leave the party and come eat pizza over here. Girl, bye. So anyway, finally she ended up leaving out. We sit in there and we was just all talking and laughing and stuff. At this point, we talking and laughing. So Brittany was like, we not staying in this house. So I'm like, how? Like, I'm like, what you trying to do? Like, you know, basically I'm on what you on. So she was like, you know what? My homegirl live around the corner. She was like, and she be taking her mama car sometimes. Like, we could just go to her house and have her take us somewhere. She's like, we might not make it to the party, but we could see like the after party. Like, we could probably go to the party. She's like, but I don't know if she's gonna want to drive that far. She was like, but we could go somewhere. Like, we finna have fun. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm ready. I'm on it. She's like, okay, yeah, they already know I'm mad at them. She's like, so they ain't finna bother us. After this pizza come, we out. Mind you, Brittany's room had a back door. Y'all, they shouldn't have gave this girl the room with the back door. She was like, they ain't even gonna know. Like, we just gonna have to, like, once we get outside, because they had cameras, she was like, we gonna have to, like, slide, like, walk real close against the house. She was like, so that the cameras don't see us, and we good. We good to go. So I was like, all right, perfect. She's like, yeah, that's gonna work. So at this point, we already had it planned out. We was like, okay, the pizza gonna come. She was like, and then I'm gonna say one of y'all left something in the car. I'm gonna go out to the car. She was like, I'm gonna have him let me pay for the pizza. One person gonna go out to the car, but you really not going to the car. We're going to the back, like around the house to open the back gate. So it's already open and we could just go right through. Planned all out. We excited. I'm like, yeah, okay, we finna do this. I don't care about sneaking out these people's house because this ain't my people's house. So, I mean, what's gonna happen? And at the point of how her daddy talk, if we was to get in trouble and he started going to my mom and telling her about all these damn Texas chainsaw and all of this, you know, they gonna think his ass crazy anyway. So finally the pizza come, we do the whole little plan. We open the back door. She's still acting like she's just so annoyed with them. She's like, I'm annoyed, I don't even want to talk to y'all. We just about to stay in the room and watch movies and da-da-da-da-da. Toxic is kind of messing it up because Brittany got it down packed. She already know when she get into it with them, they not gonna come bother her at all. So this is Toxic. I think we should just stay in the room tonight and protest. We shouldn't ever even come out the room anyway. Like, we might as well just stay in there. So Brittany looked at her and she was like, can you go sit down somewhere? Because why are you're doing too much. It's like, you go sit down somewhere. So she's like, I'm just saying, like, we could just stay in the room. We don't never have to leave out the room because we're really mad. So let's just stay in the room all night to make an example, like to prove a point. Mind you, she's saying this, and the way Brittany daddy and his girlfriend is looking at her like, what the fuck is you even talking about? So he was like, all right, well, y'all have fun. Like, you know, y'all, if you need me, you know where I'm at. I'm in the living room or I'm in my room or whatever. So we end up getting the food. We go in the room. We eat it real quick, but we gonna take some food with us. We not even worried, right? We hurry up and change our clothes because at this point, to put it on thick, we had put on our pajamas. So we changed our clothes and we out the motherfucking door. Y'all, we just running down the street to go to her friend's house, y'all. She said her friend lived around the corner. This hoe lived like 2 blocks away. So anyway, we running down the street. When we finally got out of eyesight of their house, we start walking. We just laughing. So I'm asking Brittany, I'm like, did you tell your homegirl like already the plans? So she like, yeah, I already told her. Don't worry about it. I told her already. So I was like, okay, all right, cool. So, you know, I'm thinking like she gonna be ready. Y'all, we go to this girl house. We knock on her door. She didn't answer the door. We ring the doorbell. She didn't answer the door. So this is Brittany. Ding, 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 ding. Like just going crazy with their doorbell. She like, here, help me, y'all. Somebody knock. So we knocking. I'm not finna be doing all of this. Didn't you tell her we was coming? She was like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, she know that we gonna be here. Y'all, finally this girl opens the door. She like, what the fuck, Brittany? Why are you knocking on my door like that? Are you fucking dumb? Mind you, it's like 11 o'clock at night. So she looked crazy. Not crazy, but like you could tell she just woke up. She got a robe on, her hair all over the place. She really looking at us like, what the fuck is y'all doing? So she was like, why are you here? What do you want? Like, what's going on? So Brittany just dying laughing. She was like, girl, come outside. Come outside. So next thing you know, the girl was like, bitch, bye. Leave my house, and slammed the door in our face. So I'm like, Brittany, I thought you told her the plan. Because at this point, we really can't do nothing. Like where they lived at, the buses was running, but we'll have to take a bus, and the buses don't run that often over here, so we have to take a bus to another bus. It would just be too much, and then where are we going? Like it just made more sense for us to be with somebody with a car. So Brittany like, no, I'm gonna answer the door. So she like, I'm gonna get her to let us in. So she's screaming her name like, open that door, open the door. So then she started ringing the doorbell again like crazy. The girl opened the door and she's like, bitch, what the fuck do you want? I'm gonna end up opening the door and slapping you, because it was 2 doors, like the big door and the screen door. So she was like, I'm gonna end up opening this motherfucker and slapping you. Like, bitch, what the fuck do you want? Why are you at my house? So she was like, girl, come outside. Like, let's go out. Come on. Like, what are you doing? She was like, what do you mean what am I doing? I was in the bed sleep. Why are you doing? She's like, you could have called me. You could have asked me if I want to go out. So she's like, girl, okay, just let us in. It's cold. Like, please, dang, why are you tripping? And I'm just thinking like, this bitch Brittany is weird. She weird. Her daddy weird. Just weird. So anyway, so the girl finally let us in. She was like, what do you want? Like, why? Like, y'all gonna have to leave. Like, where you coming from? So she's like, I'm coming from my house. Like, I just came over here. She's like, because I wanted to kick it and hang out with you. Like, I was like, let's do something. And I thought about you. So the girl was like, so you came to my house instead of just calling me, you came from your house? And she was like, yeah. She's like, okay, we'll just go back home. So she was like, no, girl, like, we want to hang out. Like, what you doing? Let's go outside. So the girl was like, I don't want to go outside. Like, I just got up. So Brittany was like, girl, your man said he trying to see you. So she was like, who? Y'all, whole little mood change. She like, who? She like, yo, man, remember old boy that we met at the mall the other day? And she was like, him? And she was like, yeah, girl. Like, his homeboy hit me up. She was like, he trying to see you, girl. He was trying to see you tonight. That's the only reason why, you know. And I didn't feel comfortable going with my homegirls to see your man. So that's why I was coming to get you. But I guess if you don't want to come. So the girl was like, ooh, you know what? My mom did go out tonight, so I could take her car. She ain't gonna come back till like 4 in the morning. Like, we'll be done way before then. So she was like, okay, yeah, like, let's do it. So the girl was like, okay, we go in her room. She getting ready or whatever. So now we finna leave. We taking her mama car. I'm like, yes, finally we got some type of motion, because I really thought it was a dead end with this girl waking up out of her sleep and annoyed, right? So we hop in the car and Brittany like, all right, I'm about to hit him up. So I'm about to see where he at. So Brittany just kept dying laughing. Mind you, she'll look back at me and she'll just be laughing like crazy, looking at me and toxic. So I'm like, what's so funny? She's like, nothing. We gonna just see where he at. So she's like, cause we not gonna be able to go to the party. Like, that's gonna be too far and we gotta be back before 4 so her mom won't know we took the car. So I'm like, okay. So she's like, let me see who doing anything tonight. Like, let me put it on Facebook. So I'm like, let me see too. So we all put it on Facebook, like, what's going up tonight? We just trying to see who got the ninjas and where we finna pull up at. So we all putting up on Facebook or whatever. So Brittany was like, I ended up telling Brittany, I'm like, oh, this one boy hit me up and said that they doing something, like, let's pull up over there. So Brittany was like, no, I'm waiting for this one boy to respond. Like, I'm waiting for this boy to respond or whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay. So then next thing you know, she's like, okay, got it. I got the address. And she gave it to a girl. So at this point, as we driving and stuff like that, I was like, Brittany, who did you have a surprise for me at the party? So Brittany just started dying and laughing. She's like, girl, nobody. Oh my God, don't even worry about it. We didn't go, so don't even worry about it. Like, don't worry about it. So I was like, who was it? She was like, don't worry about it. Like, it don't matter. Like, don't worry about it. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, you know, the fuck, I guess. So at this point, we driving to go to whoever house we finna go to or whatever, right? So the boy that I named Paris, he ended up hitting me up and he was like, where you was at? Like, I ain't see you at no parties tonight, da-da-da. Like, he just went party hopping looking for me. He was like, I ain't see you at no parties. Like, you sneaky as fuck. You think you finna play with somebody, da-da. Just all this weird shit that didn't make no sense. So at this point, I'm ignoring him. And I was like, I'm about to go to sleep. Like, I'm in for the night. He like, oh, so what was you posting on Facebook talking about where it's at? I'm like, I changed my mind. I'm in the house. I'm going to sleep. Like, damn, this nigga's so annoying, right? So finally we pull up to this house or whatever, right? So we got the car, we start walking to go around back because she was like, oh, they hanging out in the backyard. Y'all, we going around back to the backyard. Why once we hit that motherfucking corner, I'm looking. I said, oh, these some, well, of course everybody would have been Facebook ninjas. So I'm like, oh, like this boy, he looks so familiar. It was one of the boys that looked so familiar, but I couldn't remember where I knew him from. So I'm looking, I ended up looking over at Toxic and I'm like, Toxic, where do we know him from? So she looking, she was like, wait, I think we was on Uvu with him. So I'm like, when, right? Because I'm like, he looks so familiar, but I can't remember. Like, I know him from somewhere, though. Like, I don't think it's just Uvu. Like, I feel like I know him from somebody. So we looking, and we just keep staring at him. So finally, the boy ended up coming over there to us. At this point, Brittany and her homegirl went in the house. Like, they went in the house. They said they had to use the bathroom. So we just stayed outside with everybody else. So the boy ended up coming over there to us. So he was just like, what are y'all, like, why y'all keep looking at me? So I'm like, damn, because I didn't know we was making it that obvious. So I'm like, we know you from somewhere. So he was like, you don't know me from anywhere. So I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, I think I know you from somewhere. So he like, oh, where you think you know me from? You know me from the Rangers? So I was like, no. I'm like, I know you from somewhere though. He was like, maybe that's where you know me from. So I'm like, no, I know you from somewhere else. I'm like, maybe it was on Uvu with you. I'm like, I think it was on Uvu with you like 2 days ago or something. He's like, I've never been on Uvu with y'all. Mind you, the way he looking at us, he's like, I've never been on Uvu with y'all. I don't know y'all, but y'all know me for sure, but I don't know y'all. So I'm just thinking like, oh, this nigga's weird. So I'm like, nah. So Toxic was like, you for sure know us. Like, you know us because we know you. So he was like, everybody know me, baby. Like, I don't know you. Like, who are you for me to know you? So at this point, we kind of getting into it with him because, bitch, we just was trying to figure out where we knew you from. Why is you having a whole attitude? So he like, yeah, so where y'all, I don't know y'all. Like, y'all doing too much. So at this point, this other boy had came over there and he was just like, it's crazy because this boy like went crazy or something like that because now on Instagram, he be tagging me in the weirdest shit, calling me his cousin, auntie, mama, daddy. He calls me everything. He be like, hey, dad, look at this. Hey, cousin, who am I to you? He's so, I don't know, nigga lost his damn mind. Maybe, and he kind of stuck on back in the day. Maybe the jerking era leaving had really blew his mind because he be losing his mind. First, I thought it was cool and I was responding until I realized, like, I'm not this nigga's father. Anyway, he come over there and he was just like, what's going on? Like, what's up? Mind you, this was the night that I actually kind of really met this boy. I used to always see him like on Facebook and shit like that, but I didn't actually know him, but he was like real popular. So he was just like, what's going on? So I'm like, yo, homeboy, weird as fuck. Like, we just trying to figure out where we know him from and he doing the most. So he like, bro, chill. Like, if they know you from somewhere, maybe from a party or something like that, he like, I promise you, bro, I don't know them. They talking about they was on Uvu with me. I was never on Uvu with y'all. And I'm like, okay, if that's the case, you could just let it go, but you was, but whatever. So the boy who came up and he asking us what's good, like what's going on, he had brought us some cups or whatever. So we drinking it and we like, yeah, like he doing too much. Mind you, he had cups, but it was a Four Loko that they just poured in the cup. So I'm like, yeah, he's doing too much. Like, we do know you. Mind you, me and Toxic is not letting this shit go that we know this nigga. So Toxic was like, yes, because when we was on Uvu, me and her was dancing for y'all. I know that sounds crazy. We wasn't dancing like on a weird shit, but we would be on Uvu dancing and stuff like that. So she like, we was dancing for y'all and y'all was like rating our outfits and stuff. She was like, we do know you. He said, what the fuck? I ain't never had y'all dancing for me on Uvu. What is you talking about? Like, that ain't never happened. So I'm like, okay, yes we did, but just let it go. I'm like, Toxic, let it go. He weird. So he like, I don't know y'all. Like, y'all know me. And it's crazy because people stay knowing me and want to make it seem like I know them. He was like, is it somebody like yo ninja, like your homegirl who making it seem like they know me? Like, why y'all gotta know me so damn bad? Or why y'all think I know y'all? Because I don't know you. Like, I couldn't even tell your name. Like, what's your name? And I'm like, Symone. She's like, he was like, what's your name? She's like, Toxic. He was like, see, I don't know y'all. I didn't even know your name. And I'm like, just because you just asked us our name didn't mean that you didn't know it previously. Y'all, we was making this man so mad. And it's crazy because we not even trying to. Like, we'll look at each other like, the fuck is wrong with him? So we like, okay, just forget about it. He would not forget about it. Like, we like, okay, just forget it. You probably just don't remember. How would I not remember being on video chat with you 2 days ago? So we like, why are you so mad? Like, mind you, it's like kind of not making a scene. It is kind of making a scene, but it's not, he not like super loud or whatever. But it was just like, I don't understand why he's so mad. And he was like, yeah, y'all must be such and such friends. And he named like a random girl. And I'm like, no, we don't know who that is. He's like, oh, so you don't know her? So you don't know my bitch? So you don't know her, but all of a sudden I know you. He was like, I already know what y'all doing. She do this shit. She be trying to have people say they know me and shit like that, and then try to get me caught up. Y'all not finna get me caught up in nothing. So I'm like, yeah, no, most definitely she wasn't on a video call with us, but it's cool. Don't worry about it. So he was like, I was never on a call with y'all. You recording something? Like, you trying to get me caught up? What is you doing? So Toxic was like, Symone, just let it go. We just gonna let it go. Like, he's weird. Like, he was on the call. He asked us to dance to Ride It by Sierra, and all of a sudden now he didn't ask us to do that. So he was like, I most definitely do not know that song. I don't know you. I don't know the song. I never asked you to dance to no damn Ride by Sierra. So I was like, okay. So at this point, the other boy, he just laughing, and he's just like, bro, why are you so mad? He was like, because like people stay trying to ruin my shit, like fuck up my relationship or whatever. Me and Toxic just like, okay, just let it go. Like, you don't remember. It's cool. It's cool. So I turned to Toxic. I'm like, he probably was drunk. She was like, right. So he was like, drunk? I was probably drunk, mind you. Just let it go. If we gonna keep talking about it, it's on us, but you don't need to keep talking about it. Like, why are you so mad? He was like, let it go. Like, what? No, I was not drunk. Am I drunk right now? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, exactly, because you don't know me and I don't know you. So Toxic was like, so you don't remember this? Y'all, why Toxic started winding? She put her hands on her head and she started winding. And she was like, so you don't remember us doing this? And he said, I ain't never seen nobody do no stupid ass shit like that. So at this point, me and her just laughing, and I'm just like, girl, forget about it. He don't remember it all of a sudden. I'm like, but it's cool. Don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about it. So he was just like, they weird. The other boy, so another boy came over there and he was like, what's going on? And he just trying to explain to him. So the boy's like, bro, come over here. Like, come over here, bro, because you doing too much. Mind you, I don't understand why he's so mad. Like, it was not that deep. So me and Toxic just dying laughing at this point. I'm like, he's so weird, right? At this point, we still just kind of like talking to the boy that I told y'all that went crazy or whatever. So we talking to him. He just like, y'all trying to like hit the blizzy or whatever. So Toxic like, yeah, she do. I'm like, nah, I don't, whatever. So at this point, he was like, okay, well, I can get you somewhere to drink. Like, we gonna have fun. We having fun tonight. Where y'all friends go? So I'm like, I don't know. They said they went in the house. Like, they had to use the bathroom. But at this point, I'm realizing they've been gone for quite some time. So he was like, okay, yeah, some people in the room too or whatever, and like some of the bros up in there. He's like, they probably know them. Like, any of these, like, they put any of the ninjas here, like, that's them or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. So he like, okay, well, don't worry about it. With y'all with me, y'all good. Y'all want to go in there with y'all friends or like y'all good? So we like, we cool. Like, we good out here for right now. So we going around with him, mind you. It's like at this point, more people was like coming in the backyard. I guess other people was in the house or whatever. So more people like coming to the backyard or whatever. And everybody cool. Like, it's other girls there and stuff like that. They got the music playing. So it's like randomly you will see girls dancing and stuff like that. At this point, the boy who was so mad that he did not know us, he over here getting worked by a girl. And I highly doubt that was his girlfriend that he's so mad about. You getting worked in the middle of the backyard and it ain't even no grass back here, it's dirt. Yeah, we know you. So anyway, everybody just having fun. Long story short, like, we all having fun or whatever. So at this point, I'm realizing we just been walking around talking to a boy, and he been cool as fuck with us though. Because even after the whole little situation with that weird ass boy, he kept trying to make it an issue, right? Like, he kept just trying to be loud, like not be loud, but like kind of be weird and like kind of tell his other friends like, oh, they causing drama and stuff like that. So the boy that we was with, the one that went crazy, he like, don't do that. Like, they good, they with me. Like, you doing too much, bro. Like, no, like, yeah. He was telling me like, y'all really have to check niggas. Like, we not finna do none of that. So at this point, it's been like a long, I'm telling y'all, it's been like an hour. So I'm hitting up Brittany. I'm like, where you go? She not responding. So I end up telling him like, can you take us in the house? Like, I'm just trying to see where my friend and them went, right? Y'all, we go in the house, we go in the room, we in the kitchen, we in the living room. I don't know who house this was, but whoever house this was, they people wasn't there. We go all through this motherfucking house. We went to the bathroom. I looked under the bed. We don't see Brittany or her friend. They're not in this house. So I'm like, Brittany ain't even responding. Let me try to hit her up again. Brittany's still not responding. So I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe they in the car or something like that. So he like, yeah, I'll come with y'all to see. Mind you, we park like up the street. Like not up the street, probably like 2 houses down. So we go outside. Y'all tell me why the fuck. Tell me why the fuck the car is gone. So I'm like, I know Brittany did not. I know damn well this hoe did not leave in this car and didn't even say nothing to us. You got us over here fighting for our lives with this boy and you left in the car. So I'm annoyed. I'm hitting her up. She not responding, nothing like that. I don't know her friend information, so I can't hit her up or call her, nothing like that. I'm trying to call her. She not answering, right? So finally, we just go back in the backyard and we just chilling with old boy. At this point, we laughing and talking and stuff like that. I'm thinking like they gotta come back eventually. She not responding though, but it was just really irritating the fuck out of me. So mind you, I end up going on Facebook and I see this whole posting on Facebook talking about some who over 21 and could give me a bottle. But why aren't you, if you went to the store, you could have just said that, but why aren't you responding to me? That was irritating. So I ended up responding onto her post and I was just like, bitch, where the fuck you go? Like, that was weird as fuck. And she never replied at all. She just replied to other people. She just replied to other people that was responding to her. So at this point, we just chilling with him. And next thing you know, somebody come out the sliding door. Like, come out the sliding door of the house. So I'm looking and I'm like, I know that ain't who I think it is. Y'all tell me why. Tell me the fuck why. The boy I just named Paris, he come out the house. So I'm like, ain't no way. But when he came out the house, y'all, it clicked to me. And it clicked to Toxic too, because we both looked at each other and she said, that's where we know him from. Mind you, the boy was getting into it with, he Paris homeboy, and Paris be posting pictures with him all the time. I don't know why it just didn't click to me where I knew this boy from. So he walked up to me and he was just like, what are you doing here? And he walked up to me and I was just like, oh, hey, Paris. And he hugged me. He was like, what are you doing here? So I was like, oh, I'm here with my homegirl. So he was like, who? I'm like, you remember Toxic? And he was like, oh, yeah, like, what's up? And he was like, what? Like, who you know here? I'm like, I don't know nobody here. I'm like, but this my new homeboy. Like, he our dog or whatever. So he's like, oh, this your homeboy? He was like, bro, you know this me? And he was like, bro, what the fuck? I just met them tonight. He was like, because your boy was trying to argue with them and shit like that. He like, who? And I'm like, him. Like, I knew him from somewhere and I couldn't remember. And he over here trying to get mad and do the most. So he laughing. He like, yeah, that nigga faded or whatever. So he was like, who else you know here? Like, how, like, you know, like, how did you get invited to this? So I'm like, I'm here with Brittany. So he's like, Brittany? I'm like, yeah, I'm here with Brittany. He's like, Brittany who? I said, remember Brittany, the one I told you I was going out with earlier and you told me you didn't like her and not to hang out with her? He's like, that's who you came with? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, where her ass at? Like, where Brittany at? So I'm like, I don't know. She went to the store or something. I'm like, first she went in the house, then she went to the store. She acting weird as fuck. So he was just like, oh, that's crazy. And who else? Like, who did Brittany know that was here? I'm like, oh, her friend, I guess. I don't know. He was like, who her friend? I'm like, Toxic, what was her name? So he was like, Toxic, like, oh, I don't remember. Mind you, I don't remember either because Brittany never, like, properly introduced us to this girl. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't really remember her. I'm like, but, yeah, that's who we here with or whatever. I'm like, but they doing their own thing, I guess. I don't know. Like, we don't know what's going on. So he's like, dang, that's crazy. He like, y'all been in the house? I'm like, no, we was looking for them, but that's about it. I'm like, why? Like, you know, because he just asking so many questions. He's like, oh, I'm just trying to make sure, like, y'all good or whatever. He's like, that's crazy. Brittany messy ass is here? Oh, my God. Like, I do not like her. I don't like Brittany. So he was like, all right, well, why y'all standing by the door? I'm like, this is just where we standing at. Mind you, the whole backyard is kind of, like, dark. It's a lot of people back there. It's not, like, a real big backyard. It's dark, and then, like, off to the side, it was a dog chained up who was really trying to attack everybody. And it just, the dog didn't give up. It was just barking, and like you get too close, it would like try to attack you. But I mean, it's chained up, but still, like, I don't, yeah. So he was like, yeah, y'all standing right here. And mind you, by the door, it's the only part where it's like light in the backyard. So he's like, yeah, y'all by the door, like, we should go stand over there. I want to talk to you. Like, can I holler at you real quick? Like, dang, I ain't seen you in a minute. And I'm just like, yeah, like, you could talk to me. Like, what's up? And he was just like, dang, I can't talk to you over there. I'm like, why? Like, I ain't trying to get bit by that dog. He like, don't worry, the dog don't bite. Like, don't worry about that. Mind you, it was one of them situations where like the dog don't bite. The whole time the dog won't fucking unlock his jaws on your foot. So he's like, the dog don't bite. Don't worry about that. Like, he just hyper. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, what do you want to talk about? Y'all, at this point, he like, man, he walked off. He got mad. So when he walked off, he kept walking, and finally he gonna look back. And when he realized I wasn't following him, this nigga got mad and just kept walking. Because who do you think you are? What? Is Scorpio man sassy? Because baby, I'm sassy. We both can't be that way. Anyway, so he ended up walking off and he left. And so we still just talking to old boy that we was talking to the whole time, right? So finally he coming back with a friend. And the friend is the boy we was getting into it with. He coming back over there with him. So he like, what's up? Like, the boy looking at us annoyed. He like, what's up? Like, yeah, my boy was telling me, I was telling my boy, like, my girl here, and I you know, all this other stuff. Mind you, he wasn't gone that long. He really was over there talking to him and came right back. He was like, I told my boy, like, my girl here, like, you remember my girl? So the boy was like, nah, bro, I don't remember her. So he was like, bro, remember this my girl? I told you, like, this my girl. I'll be showing you, like, her pictures or whatever like that. Mind you, I don't know why this boy's calling me his girl. We ain't never did none of that. Like, not did any, of course, we ain't never said we was boyfriend, girl. We never, I don't understand. He was just fucking weird. So he was like, yeah, my girl here or whatever. So he was just like, I don't remember her, bro. So I was like, don't start this with him again. He don't know us. Me and Toxic just started dying laughing. So he was just like, nah, like, but so then at this point, why the friend gonna say, but I'm trying to get to know you, and like reach and like slid a little past me and went in front of Toxic. So Toxic was like, what? He was like, I'm trying to get to know you. Like, how I get to know you or whatever. Like, what's your name? My name is such and such. So Toxic was like, boy, like, you just made a whole scene. He was like, nah, I just thought y'all was like doing something else. Like, but it ain't even like that. Like, when my boy told me who y'all was, it's cool. He was like, but what's your name? She's like, I already told you my name. Why this boy mess up on her name too? He was like, what your name is like said her name. Toxic. She was like, before she could say Toxic, he was like, what's your name? Is like Tito, Tino, Tato, what's your name? So she was like, my name is Toxic. So he like, oh, okay, Toxic, all right, yeah, can I get to know you? Like, let me talk to you. He put his arm around her. He's like, you want some more to drink? Mind you, he only had his homeboy come do that so that he could talk to me. Like, it could just distract the whole little scene. So, oh boy, that was like looking out for us and talking to us the whole night. He was like, okay, bro, I see y'all. I'll let y'all do y'all thing. So now Paris like, now can I talk to you? Like, can I talk to you now? So I was like, all right, what's up? Like, what you want to talk about? Like, let's talk right here. He's like, nah, let's move over there. I don't want to be in the light. Like, it's too much going on. It's too many people in and out this house or whatever like that. So I'm like, who house is this? He like, don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about that. So we move over to the side and we talking, and he just kind of was irritating me because he one of them people like, and it's crazy. I come across men like this a lot. Like, who I used to, y'all. It'd be like, bro, what the fuck? They like to argue with me, and I'd be like, bro, you just doing too much. So he like, I don't like the way when I walked off you didn't chase me. And I'm like, what? He was like, you didn't chase me. I'm like, I don't chase niggas. So he laughing. He like, stop playing with me. And he ended up pulling me closer and he started kissing me, right? So I started kissing him back. I had a weird thing back in the day when I was younger that I would just make out a lot with a lot of people. I'm lying. Okay, let me stop. But I would make out with people often. Not a lot of people. I'm surprised I never had got mono. I remember one time my uncle had me I had strep throat. This thing gonna tell everybody I had mono. I think I told y'all that before. But anyway, so we just kissing or whatever like that. And next thing you know, my phone is just vibrating, like going off like crazy. I look at my phone. It's Brittany. So I'm like, hold on, it's Brittany. He like, fuck her, don't answer that. So next thing you know, we just start making out again. I don't know what we making out for. I guess to the sounds of the dog barking, who knows. But when I look, cause she's still calling me, I look at my phone, I look over to see to look around the backyard, and I look to see like where Toxic is at. I see Toxic over there making out with oh boy. Not my business, right? So I'm like, it's Brittany, let me just answer it. So he was like, no, don't answer that. So I'm like, let me just answer the phone. Mind you, I'm trying to like look around for her. I'm trying to look back by the house. He like this, he taller than me, so he trying to like every direction I go, he's like going to, like he did not want me to see the house. So I'm like, let me just answer the phone. Damn, he's trying to pull my phone out my hand. Y'all, I answer, I'm like, hello? She's like, where you at? I'm like, I'm in the backyard. So he like, hang the phone up. Y'all, he snatched my phone and hung up the phone. So I'm like, what are you doing all of that for? He's like, cause I'm just trying to get some time with you. I know Brittany weird as fuck. Like, let me just get some time with you. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So next thing you know, we just talking, and he sat down and I'm sitting on his lap, and we just kind of like talking, maybe like making out here and there, right? Y'all, tell me why I hear Brittany walking up talking about something. Bitch, what the fuck is y'all doing? And I hear Brittany walking up, so I stop, and when I stop, he like grabbed my neck, like trying to make me kiss him more. Like, girl, don't stop kissing me. So I'm like, what? Mind you, this is us fighting. He like grabbed my neck and I'm pulling back, but I'm like laughing, and he just like trying to kiss me still, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, damn, nigga, let my neck go, gonna give me whiplash. So I'm like, stop, y'all, to where I'm just laughing. This is how close I am to this man, because I'm like, stop. Like, dude, this is awkward. Move. So then Brittany's like, what the fuck is y'all doing? So right when she came up, her friend was like, oh my God. She said, oh my God, so loud. And when she said it, I kind of jumped, and I was like, my bad. I was like, what happened? Like, what's wrong? Like, what happened, y'all? So Brittany was like, oh no, bitch, you weird as fuck. So I said, who? Like, who's you talking to? So she's like, not you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. Paris, you weird as fuck. So he was like, this messy ass bitch, Brittany, I don't like her, bro. That's why I said I don't like her. Like, I don't like her. So she's like, oh no. Oh no. So she just dying laughing. So now her homegirl, like, was just standing there. Like, she was still standing there in shock when she said, oh my God. Like, she was like, standing there in shock. And then she just walked off. So I'm thinking like, oh my God, her friend probably think I'm just some fast ass bitch that just be kissing niggas at parties. And she's right. I'm just kidding. That's all I used to do. I used to be one of them girls that used to really just irritate people bad. Like, we gonna kiss and then if you want to do anything else, I'm like, well, that's my cue. Anyway, I just really like to kiss. Anyway. So she walked off. So I'm just thinking like, I don't know what was that about. So I was trying to get up and he trying to like pull me back down on his lap. And I'm just like, let me go see what's going on. Brittany cussing him out at this point and he talking to her like, but Brittany laughing, but like cussing him out, he cussing her out. And I'm kind of confused at what's going on. So at this point, Toxic ended up coming over there with the boy and he like, what's going on? What y'all doing all of that for? Like, what's going on? So he's like, man, this messy ass bitch Brittany, like I don't like her, da. And he was like, oh, that's that messy ass bitch from Facebook. So he like, yeah, Paris like, yeah, I don't like her. Like, she messy. Like, she do too much. She's like, I'm messy? You're messy because you got caught up. You got caught the fuck up. So I'm thinking like, oh, Brittany must know, oh boy, Paris's girlfriend. Because remember, he was mad saying like, we trying to get him caught up and stuff like that. So I'm like, Brittany, like, chill. Like, what are you doing? Like, you doing too much. She's like, no, like, these bitches is weird as fuck. So I'm like, just chill. And he was like, so at this point, Paris' friend, like, what is you talking about? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, she do too much. Like, I don't like her here. Who brung her here or whatever like that. So he was like, this y'all friend? So Toxic was like, yeah, this our friend. This who we came with. So he's like, see, that's what I mean when I said y'all trying to do some weird shit. Y'all trying to get me caught up. So she was like, both y'all just got caught up. So at this point, I'm realizing she talking to Paris too. So I'm like, what did Paris do? Because y'all, I'm confused. I'm like, what did Paris do? So she was like, he get you caught up. Mind you, at this point, her homegirl was like, Brittany, come on, let's leave. I'm ready to go. But she didn't come back by. She way over there. So I'm like, what's wrong with your friend? I'm like, what was her name again? So at this point, when I said, what was her name again? Why Brittany and Paris both said her name at the same time? So I'm like, oh, you know her too? So she's like, know her. That's what Brittany was like, know her? Dude, she know her? And I was just like, yeah, you know her too? Why Brittany gonna say, know her? He just her. I said, you just what? I said, wait, you just what with her? She was like, he just her. So I was like, when? Like, you know, I'm confused. I'm like, when? I'm like, oh, y'all used to talk? Like, you and her friend used to talk? That's why you was saying Brittany messy? Or like, what was, I don't understand. Like, you know, I'm confused. I'm like, oh, okay. Dang, that's crazy. Like, when? 2 days ago? A day ago? Last week? Like, when y'all do the do? So he was just like, man, Brittany, you so messy. Like, I hate you. You so fucking messy. You the messiest bitch in the world. Like, he just talking shit to her. And I'm like, when did they used to talk? Like, you know, like, that's why she mad. Like, you know, I'm like, dang, I didn't know that. Like, you know, I'm like, I don't know your friend. So it's not like I was on some weird shit. I didn't notice her ex or they used to talk. I didn't know none of that. So she was like, used to, he just, her, Symone, he just fucked her. And I was like, when? Like, you know, when are you talking about? So Toxic was like, when did they do it? Like, why do you keep saying that? When did they do it? Symone didn't know that they knew each other. And she's like, and if anything, if you knew that she knew him and they used to talk, you knew that Symone talked to him. So why is you the one who could have just said something? That's what Toxic saying to Brittany. So Brittany was like, bitch, don't be telling me what the fuck I could have said, because that's not my business to be speaking on anything. I'm like, Brittany, you are kind of weird. I'm like, because you do know that I talked to him or whatever. And I'm like, but Brittany didn't know you was gonna be here. He was like, Brittany didn't know I was gonna be here. I was like, yes, she didn't know. He said, first of all, Brittany told me to meet up with y'all at a party earlier. I went to the party. Y'all never went to the party. He was like, and then Brittany asked me for the Addy to where we at right now and said she was coming with her homegirl, which is, you know, the girl that's over there. So I said, hold the front door, hold the fries, hold the motherfucking ketchup, bitch. What? I said, what? She was like, Brittany asked me for the address and said she was with, oh girl, she don't need no name. Well, we could have gave her a name. You know what? Because it is other story times about her. let's just name her Labubu. I'm just, no, let's not name her that. What the fuck are we name her? Let's just name her Fila. So she was like, yeah, so Brittany told me where am I at? She trying to pull up, she with Fila and all this other stuff like that. I got more story times, that's why we're gonna name her, give her a name. So hey, I was like, Brittany, you're weird as fuck. And she was like, how am I weird? She just dying laughing. This is the funniest thing. Her one thing about Brittany, she gonna stir up some shit and she gonna laugh. It's gonna be the funniest thing that she's ever did. And it's like, oh yeah, she's gonna be so happy. So she's like, how am I weird? How am I weird? She just laughing so hard. And I'm like, because this was my surprise. I said, you told him to meet us at a party? She's like, yeah, that was earlier. She was like, but oh God, I'm not fake. Because Fila wasn't even supposed to come with us to the party earlier. So how does that make me fake if Fila wasn't even gonna be there? It was just gonna be you. And I knew that you be talking to him and da-da-da-da. He just posted you because he would do weird little shit. Like sometimes he'll post me on his Facebook and be like mine, and I'll be so confused because he'll put mines with an S at the end. And it's like, baby, you could have just put M-I-N-E. There was no need for an S. So anyway, but I would be confused because it'd be like, why are you doing this? But he would do it like after, if I play those little games where it'd be like smash or pass or who look better than. I used to play those little games on Facebook so with other people and stuff. So if people are like saying smashed or anything to me, like he will always do weird little shit like that. So yeah, so she was like, I knew you talked to him, so I was just trying to surprise you. So I said, you're weird, Brittany, because my thing at the end of the day, you're weird. Who knew if I even wanted to even see this boy? He gets on my fucking nerves. So I'm like, Brittany, you're weird as fuck for that. And I'm like, okay, when you knew we was finna link, she was like, I just was trying to get him caught up. I didn't know he was gonna do no weird ass shit like that. I'm like, you could have just told me, like, you know, I'm like, you know, me and him barely talk. She's like, I can't tell you over here kissing him. Okay, you got that. Bitch, I'll kiss a fly in the back of this motherfucking party if I wanted to. Anyway, so I'm just like, I'm like, okay, Brittany, you weird. I'm like, cause you could have told, like, what was the reason? We could have put up on anybody else, but you made us come pull up over here, and you told him that you was just with Fila and da 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 da, and she was just like, okay, well, that's not my fault, and he needs to stop trying. He the one weird. Ain't nobody on his head. Like, why y'all not on his head? He literally just Fila. So I'm like, you keep saying that. I'm like, but you're weird for having me around her. You know, him and Fila used to fuck with each other. She was like, he just told her an hour ago, Symone. I'm like, oh, an hour ago, like a literal hour, like a for real hour. So I'm like, an hour ago. She's like, yes, he just told her an hour ago. So he like, man, you weird as fuck. Mind you, at this point we all saying that. So he like, you weird as fuck. So he started walking away. So I'm like, Paris, you're weird. Mind you, at this point I'm kind of tipsy. The Four Locals was getting to me, and I used to be an aggressive drunk. So I'm like, Paris, you're weird. You're a weird bitch, Paris. You so fucking weird. And I start pushing him. He like, man, leave me alone. Like, you doing too much. No, she's weird. She's weird. He's like, Fila, your friend is a weird bitch, and that's why I tell you not to hang out with her, because she's weird. I always tell all of y'all, don't hang out with her. She's messy as fuck and she's weird. Look at all the drama she done started. And at this point, Fila was like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leave right now. So I just was like, Fila, because mind you, I'm trying to get on this girl good side because I need a ride. So I'm like, Fila, I'm sorry. I didn't even know you used to talk to him or you talked to him or whatever. Gosh, you're like, used to. I told you they just fucked in the house. So at this point, Fila was like, bitch, why the fuck is you putting my business out there? She's so mad. She's like, you're weird, Brittany. No, you're weird. That's why I promise I'm gonna cut you off. Like, you're weird as fuck. She started walking away. So I said, Toxic, come on. We gotta go. So I started walking away, and Brittany walking behind us just dying laughing. Mind you, me and Toxic walking to the car, and she power walking in front of us. So I'm like to Toxic, I'm like, you think she's still gonna give us a ride? But at this point, I'm like, damn, if she don't give us a ride, I mean, if she do give us a ride, but she don't give Brittany a ride, we could still go in Brittany's house. I don't know how Brittany's gonna get home, but at least we gonna be safe. That's on Brittany. Look, I was just thinking that, because Brittany walking slow as fuck behind us. So when we finally get to the car, I was like, I'm like, Fila, I'm sorry, like, I didn't even know none of that. Like, I promise you, if I knew that, like, I wouldn't even have been talking to him. Like, I barely like him anyway. He's weird as fuck, da 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 da. Like, I'm just saying all this to her. So she's like, no, it's good. Don't even worry about it. I already know Brittany's a weird bitch. It's good. Don't worry about it. Like, come on, let's go. I'm ready to go. So when she said, come on, let's go, I said, ooh, good. This girl do not hold a grudge too long. She let us in. So we sit in the car for a cool minute. At this point, Brittany, I'm looking back, Brittany is over here talking shit with somebody. Like, she talking to some people that was there. I don't know, some other boys, they talking. So I'm thinking like, oh, this girl nice. She gonna make sure Brittany get a ride too after all the shit she just did. So then finally she's like, Brittany, come on, let's go, bitch, for you get lit. So she ended up hopping in the car and Brittany just dying laughing. She was like, and y'all be fighting over these dirty ass little boys. Mind you, you're making it seem like we just fighting over, well, first of all, we not fighting over nobody because we didn't never get into it about this boy. But I was just like, Brittany is weird because, bro, what was your reason? Now it explains. When they was in the house the whole time, they was over there getting their walls broke. Well, I don't know if Brittany was, but Fila was for sure getting her back broken. And I'm just confused at why the fuck did you do this? Like, what was she trying to gain from that? And it's crazy because whole time, Fila's the one who got hurt in the process, but you thought you was finna get my feelings hurt. And baby, even if I seen him fucking holding Fila up by one leg while doing her doggy style, I still wouldn't have got my feelings hurt because I didn't even like him like that. And I know y'all probably thinking, then why would you kiss him? I don't know. But I'm just thinking, like, she's so weird. Because why the fuck would you do that? You thought that y'all was gonna do that, like Fila was gonna be with him or whatever. She probably know Fila was gonna do with him. I don't know, maybe she did, who knows. But you thought that that was gonna happen and then he was gonna come out and probably act weird towards me or a whole little thing. Whole time this nigga's a weirdo. Because if you knew, once I said Brittany and you knew Brittany was with Fila, what the fuck? Why did you play stupid? You just try to get me away from the house like they just was never gonna see you. What? And the whole time when he came back in the house, because he went with them to the store and all of that, but when they came back in the house, Fila, I guess, was in the bathroom trying to like freshen up or whatever. That's why he had so much time to be with me outside. This nigga ain't shit. You just got your rocks off. Why are you trying to rock them again? Little horn dog. What the fuck? What did you thought this was? This was not gonna be a 2-for-1 special, bitch. Anyway, he had me fucked up. Fila had got fucked up. Did she? You know what? I don't know if she enjoyed herself because I didn't ask that. Like, well, Fila, at least was it good? You know, that would have been weird. So anyway, yeah, it was an awkward ride back. Fila didn't even drop us off at Brittany's house. She dropped us off back at her house and we had to walk back them 2 blocks to Brittany's house. But after that, we was in the house and Brittany just kept bringing it up and dying laughing. She's like, girl, see, I'm trying to warn you about these dudes. I be trying to warn you. And I'm like, Brittany, you weird as fuck. Early in the morning, I went into her daddy room and was like, can you take me home? Because my grandma is tripping. My grandma really want me there because she making grits and bacon and she said I need to eat it. Y'all, just making up shit. But he took me home. At that point, I was just like, Brittany is so weird. You would think that was the last time I hung out with Brittany, but it wasn't. Of course not. I hung out with Brittany so many times. That's why I'd be crazy now. I finally came to my senses when it came down to a lot of people. And they be like, oh, you're so fake now. No, I just put up with a lot of stuff that y'all thought I was just going to be a dumb bitch forever. But I'm not. Not anymore. I outgrew that. And sometimes maybe I just like the thrill. But I don't anymore. Yeah, but that's it for this story time. I love you guys so much and I'll be back. I won't wait 7 days to post again. I'm sorry, y'all. It was not intentional either. It's just, yeah, I had a lot of loose ends to tie up. Anyway, I love you guys so much and I'll see y'all in my next one. Peace out.